Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is FaZe. Today I am extremely excited because today I'm doing a video comparing the all-new 2021 Kindle Paperwhite with the latest generation Kindle Oasis. For the longest time, ever since I started my channel, everyone's been asking me to do this video. So without any further ado, let's begin comparing these two devices. While the Kindle Oasis is Amazon's most expensive e-reader, the Paperwhite is actually more of a mid-range option sitting between the regular Kindle and the Oasis. First, let's talk about the design and the display. The Kindle Paperwhite is a very basic looking e-reader. The edges are thin and curved and the bezels have been slimmed down with this latest generation. Though the Kindle logo still sits on the largest bezel below the display. There are also no physical buttons. That means you'll need to use the touchscreen to flip the page, and the e-reader is water resistant up to IPX8. On the front of the Paperwhite, you'll find a 6.8-inch, 300 pixels per inch, glare-free e-ink display with 17 LEDs to make it easier to read in low lighting. Amazon has also added the warm light feature it first debuted on the Kindle Oasis, making the display more comfortable to read at night. The Kindle Oasis, on the other hand, has a wedged design on one side, which packs all the internals, along with a thinner side that houses the majority of the display, making the right-hand side the chunkiest bezel here. While the Oasis looks a little unusual, it's clear a lot of thought has been put into making the device easy and natural to hold in one hand. The Oasis features physical page-turning buttons, which are absent on the Paperwhite, along with the same IPX8 waterproof rating as the Paperwhite. Also, the Oasis is just a little bigger than the Paperwhite, having a 7-inch display with 25 LEDs, making it brighter than the Paperwhite's 17 LEDs. The Oasis also includes the warm light feature that's found on the latest 2021 Paperwhite. Now, personally speaking, I actually prefer the design of the Kindle Paperwhite. From a design perspective alone, I prefer the symmetrical, minimal look of the Paperwhite. I'm not a fan of the asymmetrical design of the Oasis. To me, it just kind of looks very odd. Now, I know this is quite a divisive topic because some Oasis users genuinely believe it is a very ergonomic design, and I can understand that. Amazon literally created a design meant for one-handed reading. But in practical usage, at least for me, I found that the hump made it a little uncomfortable to hold at times. And with the case on, you literally lose the purpose of the hump unless you let the front flap just hang there. Now, going back to the display. Both are practically almost the same size. The Oasis is just 0.2 inches bigger than the Paperwhite, and it's honestly quite unnoticeable when you're using it. Also, the display quality is similar. A lot of people have been asking me about the contrast and just overall quality, and honestly, they look pretty much identical. You're not going to find a difference, especially when you're just flipping through the pages reading. Now, let's talk about other specs and features. Both the Oasis and the Paperwhite run the same software and come with free cloud storage for Amazon content. The Kindle Oasis comes in 8 GB and 32 GB models. When it comes to the Paperwhite, the amount of storage you get depends on which edition you opt for. Unlike the previous Paperwhite, the Paperwhite 2021 comes with just one storage option, and that's 8 GB. Now, if you're willing to pay a little more, but still less than the Oasis, you can get the Paperwhite Signature Edition, which comes with 32 GB of storage. Now, this won't make a big difference if you only read books on the device, but if you're a fan of Audible audiobooks, for an example, then the extra space on the 32 GB model will likely come in handy. Now, neither e-reader features a headphone jack, but both come with Bluetooth support so you can listen with wireless headphones. The Kindle Paperwhite also comes in a Kids Edition, which includes a cover, a 1-year subscription to Amazon Kids Plus, and other applications. So if you're looking for an e-reader for your kids, then this may be your best option. Now let's talk about battery life. Amazon updated its battery and charging port with the new Paperwhite, putting the cheaper e-reader ahead of the Oasis when it comes to battery life. The Oasis offers 6 weeks of battery life based on 30 minutes of reading a day, while the Paperwhite can go for 10 weeks in the same scenario. The Oasis takes 3 hours to charge with micro USB, while Amazon gave the charging port an update with the new Paperwhite by moving to USB-C. Not only can the USB-C port fully charge the e-reader in just 2.5 hours, but it's also a more common cable type. The Paperwhite Signature Edition, however, also takes advantage of wireless charging with any Qi charging pad, something which has yet to arrive on the Oasis. Long story short, both the charging time and the overall battery life is much better on the new Kindle Paperwhite versus the Oasis. Now let's talk about pricing. The new Kindle Paperwhite, the standard edition, starts at $139.99 with ads and $159.99 without ads, and each model is 8 gigabytes of storage. If you want auto-adjusting lights, wireless charging, and quadruple the storage, then the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition comes out $189.99 and by default comes without ads. The Kindle Oasis, however, starts at $249 for 8 gigabytes and advertisements and goes all the way up to $300 for the top-of-the-line version. Now, for the top-of-the-line version, you can also get it with a cellular option if you pay $50, and then the total comes down to $350. Now, what's my verdict? Well, to be honest, with the Kindle Paperwhite 2021, Amazon brought in a number of features that were previously exclusive to the Oasis line down to the Paperwhite. These include the warm light feature and a high number of LEDs. Though the Paperwhite still has fewer LEDs than the Oasis, it doesn't really make a big difference. Trust me on that. The Paperwhite also brought with it some major battery updates, including a longer battery life, a new USB port, and wireless charging on the Paperwhite Signature Edition, all of which are not yet available on the Oasis. Before this new Paperwhite, I liked the Oasis for two main reasons. One was the larger display, and the second was the warm light feature, both of which are now available on the new 2021 Kindle Paperwhite. So with the Oasis, it really comes down to the physical page turning buttons. For me, that makes no difference as I have zero issue tapping on the screen to flip through the pages. But if you're someone who likes the physical tactile buttons, definitely check the Oasis out. Another thing I don't like about these buttons, to be honest, is how when you're clicking through it, people can actually listen to those clicks. It's kind of loud, but that's just me nitpicking here. So in a nutshell, I strongly believe that the Paperwhite is the much better option. It is significantly more affordable, has pretty much the same display as the Oasis, and comes with other features like USB-C and wireless charging that even the $350 version of the Oasis does not have. So the Paperwhite is your best option if you want an e-reader that won't break the bank. But hey, if you truly like the physical tactile buttons to flip through the pages, then definitely try out the Oasis for sure. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.